Hey, and welcome back. I'm so excited. We're doing a mini series this week where every day for the next 4 days, we're talking about one of the different organizing styles. And today we're starting with the butterfly. As a butterfly, you've probably felt messy your entire life. You've probably been called messy by parents or teachers. And from a young age, you've tried organization and failed. And it isn't your fault. It's because you organize the exact opposite of traditional organizing styles. You need visual systems. You need to leave your things out or have your important things be seen. But you also don't do details. You are not an A-type perfectionist. You need laid back, simple organizing solutions. And because everything organization is the opposite of how you naturally organize, you probably failed even from a young age. Binders don't work for you. Filing cabinets don't work for you. Traditional lockers and desks at school do not work for you. So of course you've felt messy and you've probably given up and you probably have bad habits, but I'm here to show you some real solutions so you can try again. You need to embrace the fact that you're really visual and go with open storage. So lots of shelving, lots of hooks, clear containers. Don't think that because you can't open the closet to put your coat away that there's something wrong with you. Opt for a hook at the front door instead. Have hooks for your keys and have your paper organizers on a bulletin board or on the wall so it's visual. As soon as you start piling things, they become invisible and you forget you own them. But I think your biggest challenge is you're in the habit, butterfly, of being messy. And this is because there hasn't been something to catch your clutter that works for you, so you're putting it down. When I walk into a butterfly's home, I can tell what they've had for lunch because it's probably still left on the counter. Not just the dirty dishes, but the bread from their sandwich. Or in the bedroom, you probably have your clean clothes on top of a chair or still in laundry baskets or piled on top of the dresser. Why are you fighting your natural tendencies? Why not take off the closet doors so that you're more likely to actually put your clothes in the closet? Or instead of a dresser, opt for a cube system so you can have open shelving, but you can also have bins to just toss your clothes away quickly. You're probably not a big folder, and that's okay. I've also seen a lot of butterflies install open closet systems right on their wall. So it's like a walk-in visual closet on one wall in your room where you can put the laundry hamper and you can quickly toss all of your clothes, but see them. So they're not on the floor, so they're not in a pile, and so they're no longer messy. The biggest issue with a butterfly is you want things to be visual, but when everything's visual, nothing's visual. It just looks like mess. So you're leaving things out so you don't forget about it, and then you can't find anything because everything's in a giant pile. The other half of the butterfly equation is that you are not a detailed person. You're just not. And so things like filing cabinets can be overwhelming. You can use it sometimes, but you are not the person on a daily basis to put something away if it requires extra thought. It's not that we're dumb. I'm the same way. It's that we have better things to do. Our brain has moved on. When we're done using something, we're not thinking about what to do with the thing. We're already thinking about something else. So we need organizing solutions that require zero brain power, that don't have to require effort. We can't open lids. We can't file things away. We need to be able to just toss them in a bill folder or put things in a labeled container. Clear wire or with big giant labels is exactly what works for you as a butterfly, so that it's just as easy for you to put things away as it is to put things down. If you're not quite sure if you're a butterfly or not yet, I'm going to give you a few more little tendencies. Butterflies also tend to shove and hide sometimes, especially before company comes over. So anytime they're cleaning their house, they know that everything's all, it's almost like they're blind to their clutter until they know someone's coming over, and then suddenly they see it, so they fill boxes and laundry hampers and they shove things in closets and they hide things away, and then they can never find anything at all, and new things accumulate, and now you have mess inside your cabinets, all over the place, and everywhere that you see, because you're pulling things out when you need it, and it's a real vicious cycle. So my advice to you, butterfly, who's feeling like a hot mess, who's feeling like you don't know where to start, is to pick one pile. Take a look at your home and look at one pile and say, how can I create a home for the things in this pile that's really visual, that's really simple? I know I don't do filing cabinets. I know I don't do bins with lids. I know I don't do things behind closed doors. How can I adapt my home to work for me? Know yourself, butterfly, and create a system with lots of open shelving, with jars, with hooks. And the best thing you can do too is have less stuff. As a visual organizer, you want to see things, but when everything's visual, nothing's visual. Remember, it all becomes too much. So make sure you're letting go of all the things that don't matter. I hope you're feeling inspired to really try again. So when you're thinking about organizing solutions that work for you, think clear, think visual, think zero lids, so jars or wire baskets, a ton of hooks. You need to have hooks in every single room because a hook is so simple to put things away. Pegboards work for you. Anytime you can get things off of surfaces and up on walls, that is what you need to do. Lots of open shelving. Embrace the fact that you are visual. Don't try to fit yourself in another organizing style, and have the confidence to try again. I know you've felt messy. I know you've tried and failed, but you haven't tried for your style. Now that you know exactly what your organizing style is and you have ideas and inspiration of what's going to work for you, I hope you're feeling really motivated to try again, because you can have a home that stays tidy and organized all the time. You can be an organized person. You are an organized person. You just organize differently. I think this is why I'm so passionate about especially butterflies, because you do organize completely the opposite of traditional organization. And just knowing why, I hope you're feeling empowered to try organizing again. Almost every little kid that I've met is a butterfly. I mean, think about it. They really want to see all their stuffed animals and their toys, and they have them all over their bed, and they're not so great at putting things away in a detailed way. And so we have to adapt for children as butterflies before they really come into their organizing style. But a lot of adults are butterflies too, and this does not mean that you have to have a messy home. I can't wait to share with you my favorite interior designer, the DIY mommy. Her name is Christina. She is such a butterfly, and I love her home because it's the perfect example of how to organize in a really visual, laid-back way, but it still be clutter-free and beautiful. You want to see your things. You want to be inspired. You want visual abundance, but you need simple organizing solutions. And the DIY mommy can show you visual examples of exactly that. So I'm going to put a link in the description below so you can follow her and get inspired by her, because she is amazing. I really hope you watch the rest of this series, because not only is it important for you to know your organizing style, but it's so important that you can identify the other people living in your home. Your kids are probably butterflies. I don't know what your spouse is, or even extended family members. Knowing their style means you can understand, you can compromise, and you can come up with a system that works for everyone in the house. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have stayed to the end. Because we're talking about butterflies, my kids are butterflies, especially Isabel. She is like butterfly to a T, which as a parent can be really hard. As a ladybug, I don't want to see things. She wants to see everything, but I thought I'd share some funny baby Isabel stories that are really my stories, so she's not going to be embarrassed. But when Isabel was like 1.5, she was potty training, and I was driving to my mom's, and she had to pee constantly. Okay, it's only an hour drive, but we get halfway there and we're in the middle of nowhere, and she tells me, Mom, I have to pee. And we're going to like an event at my mom's, so she's dressed in a beautiful dress and I'm wearing a matching beautiful dress. As you do when you have your first child. We have matching bows in our hair, but she really has to pee. And I know she's not going to make it. And she's not wearing a diaper because I'm a crazy person. And I didn't pack a portable potty because what's wrong with me as a parent? And there's no place around. I thought about stopping at a stranger's house, but I thought it's okay. I'm going to teach her to pee in the wilderness. So we pull over and I'm like, just squat, baby, just squat. And I'm like, pulling down my pantyhose to show her and it's not working. So I say, it's okay. I'm gonna make a chair with my arms and I squat and you just sit on mommy's arms like it's a toilet seat. Just squat them up. Why didn't I just hold her up? Why did I make my arms a chair for her? So she sits, she does her business, and I feel warm liquid going up my armpits and down myself because peeing outside as a girl is hard, okay? Because peeing outside as a girl is so hard. So anyway, she peed all over me. And that reminds me that Joe's going camping in Algonquin Park coming up and he's so excited about it and it's in the wilderness and he's like, Izzy, Abby, Cass, do you want to come? Nope. There is no toilets in the wilderness. I'm traumatized. I'm certainly not digging a hole, and I'm not becoming a human toilet seat for my girls ever again. Anyways, I thought I'd share. Stay tuned to tomorrow when we do another Clutterbug style. I'll see you then.